Hello again, or if you haven't been here before, hi. My name's Nick, this is Popular Tripe. This is Elvis Sunday. Every single week we take a look at one of Elvis's songs, often suggested by one of your good selves at home. You watch me watch it, or just watch Elvis and ignore this side of the screen. I wouldn't blame you. And then we have a quick chat about it afterwards. That's it. This one that we're looking at today is very early Elvis. It was suggested quite a lot after we did Tomorrow Night a few weeks ago. So it's another Sun Records release. The song is Blue Moon. You know that already. You saw the thumbnail. You pressed play. This one was recorded at Sun Records in 1954. Elvis was only 19 years old here. I'm very familiar with the song Blue Moon. I don't think that I've heard Elvis's version. At least I can't recollect hearing Elvis's version. That being said, it does feature on the extended edition, special edition, of the Elvis movie soundtrack from a couple of years ago. I don't remember the song being in the film, or at least I think I've only got the original version of the soundtrack, which doesn't feature it on it, so it's kind of hasn't been embedded in here. Not much gets embedded in here anyway, but I don't remember the song at all. So to that end, we're going to listen to the 1954 version, and then we're going to listen to the version that's from the soundtrack to the film. I know a lot of the Elvis songs on that soundtrack had different versions on and remixes and kind of new takes on the material. So I'm interested to see what we're going to get with that one. But first we're going to go old school and listen to the very original version, 1954. So here we go. Elvis Presley singing Blue Moon. Oh no, I forgot the YouTube thing. Press like on this video, tap subscribe, all that stuff really helps out the channel. Thank you very much in advance. But yes, here we go now. Promise. Elvis Presley sings Blue Moon.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone.
Wow.
Without a dream in my heart,
19 years old.
without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. Without a dream of my own.
Wow, this is surprising. Is that Elvis singing? That's falsetto.
Without a love of my own. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Without a love of my own.
This is mind-blowing to me.
Without a love of my own.
That's unlike anything I've heard him do. Ever. When I say I haven't heard that version before. Certainly haven't heard that version before. I always imagine Blue Moon as kind of quite an upbeat, not pop song, or maybe, but the versions I've heard before have been more upbeat, and this has been transformed into this melancholic sort of bluesy type song. And then the break in between the verses were that falsetto, these moans that were kind of coming through. It felt really eerie. And it's 19 years old singing this. High voice. 19 years old. He's 19 years old. 19 years old singing this. It's mind-blowing to me, the spin that he's put on it at that age. Just the whole tone of it, that, like I said, this melancholy and this eeriness and that sort of clip-clop that kind of went throughout, that carried, the tune forward. It's again, like I said, unlike anything I've ever heard him sing before. 19 years old. It's wow. I say wow a lot when I listen to Elvis, but that's still very much a wow. That sums up wow. Like I said, I think that was released, I'm sure when I did a little bit of reading up about the release date, it was July 1954, I think it was recorded. And then, was it released a couple of years later? Not sure. I'm sure I read something like, I'm not sure, I'm sure. I should have a script really, shouldn't I? But I'm not sure whether I think that's the case. Nick, you're making so much sense this week, as usual. Very pleased that so many of you suggested this. I mean, the fact that so many of you suggested this after we did Tomorrow Night those few weeks ago kind of made me just push it forward that little bit, because I was intrigued. I really liked the sound of Tomorrow Night and those Sun recordings. I need to kind of do a deep dive in, whether for the channel or just on my own. That sound, that distinctive sound that those recordings, at least the ones that I've heard so far, seem to have, are completely new to me as far as Elvis is concerned. So we'll be interested to hear more moving forward. So do let me know if there are any others of that time. I think there are a few more in the list anyway, but do let me know. We're going to jump forward to the 2022 version. I wonder what this will give, whether it's going to be as melancholic as this one, or whether Baz Luhrmann has Baz Luhrmanned it. But we shall see. Let's take a look right now.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart,
This sounds like a clearer sound.
without a love of my own.
It could be the same version, similar version.
Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. Without love of my own. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without love of my own. Without love of my own.
it did sound very much the same. What do I know? I mean, obviously, I've only just heard that for the first time and the previous one for the first time. There is like a 15-second time difference. This is 15 seconds shorter than the first one we listened to. So there must be some changes there. At least there's 15 seconds in length between the two videos. But there didn't seem to be too much difference between those two versions, other than this new one had obviously been cleaned up that little bit more. I do get a sense of maybe hearing it in the film, perhaps in a background of one scene or some sort of montage. I'll need to rewatch the film again. But that's a really special recording. Something so old yet so completely new for me. It's just another facet to Elvis's voice and what he can do, and just the so many varied different sounds and different stages of his career, and to have something like this, seemingly so simple but at the same time so accomplished at such an early age, it's really something else. Incredible. What did you think? Is this one a favourite of yours? Are you a fan of the Sun Records era in general? Do let me know. Leave those comments down below if there are any other songs you'd like me to listen to. Leave those down there as well. There is a long list. I know I've mentioned before the long list. It is a very long list. Every single suggestion that does come through, I will look for a video for that song and I will add it to either YouTube playlist that sits there that I will go through each and every Sunday and choose one to take a look at. Do be aware that with it being a long list, it may take some time to get to your suggestion, but hopefully I will get there in the end and I don't let anyone down. The only things that may give me pause, just to be aware, Elvis in Honolulu, Aloha in Hawaii, I've mentioned previously, seems to be quite the no-go as far as YouTube and copyright is concerned. Every time I've tried to do one of those, I get hit with lots of restrictions and it gets copyrighted. Then I have to go back and re-edit, and it's either a case I'm flipping the video or I'm putting a big watermark over the video or chopping bits of the video out and leaving the audio on. And even then it will still get blocked in some countries, some territories. And the same with anything from the official Elvis channel. If I use anything from the Elvis channel, it seems to get blocked in a couple of countries as well, which seems odd. So what I try to do most of the time when you do give me these suggestions, I try to find other channels that have already posted it and maybe done their own slideshow or done their own sort of video to go with the song. And then I'm hoping that I'm relatively safe from being blocked and you get to see what you've been asking for. So that's a little window into my weekly process as far as these Elvis videos are concerned. But please be aware, I am trying my best to kind of get as many of your suggestions done as possible. But all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed that song. Please do leave a like on this video if you did. Really helps out the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell. We do these every single Sunday. Be lovely to have you along for the ride. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing week, and I will see you in 7 days, hopefully. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.